Hello viewers, today I'm going to present a new project, Web API project. So we already have a Web API complete CRUD operation project. In this project, we are going to present how you can restrict the API call. Let's say within 10 seconds, you can call only one. So how to use rate limiting in ASP.NET Core API. So basically, in the web application, how we can prevent abuse and ensure fair resource allocation. So we have a project. We did not implement yet rate limiting libraries. So let me just run and so that we can check what we have currently in this project. So we have a full CRUD operation, Swagger documentation and get all get by. So let me just call get all branch. So if we call get all, then definitely we can able to get branch list and we can continue multiple time call execute. Yes, we are able to call continue. Anyways, so let me just stop. So before just implementing a rate limiting in a web API project, so we have a to do install required packages, configure libraries into program.cs, and apply a rate limiting middlewares, and then configure app settings values. So let me just install a web API package and right click in the project and open in terminal. I already copy the ASP.NET Core rate limit and paste. So if we go to ASP.NET NuGet package library, let me just show you. So already it's displaying. So if we can check the version ASP.NET Core rate limit and I think version. Yes. So many people using this package. So already 13.2 millions already downloaded. So anyways, so if we go back to our project, so successfully already installed the rate limiting API. So now I configure program.cs file. So already we have a database connection, everything a ready project. In our previous lesson, I explained this complete project DB connection and full code operation. So we have three different projects like core.entity is basically model class library project, and the client using this full code operation consume the API client front end project. So okay, today I'm talking. Today we are discussing about API project. So this API, there is no restriction for API call. So today we'll implement a rate limiting package. So using this package, we can restrict the API call within in terms of time. So we already installed the package. Now our next job is configure the libraries. So I'm just copying the code. So builders libraries, service, add memory cache, configure. So we have to add section IP rating limit in the app setting.json file. We don't have this setting. So let me just make sure these settings IP limiting. So we have a value per 10 second we are able to call to API call. So I already configured, and just we have to make sure the apply the middleware. So app.use app limiting app.use so we have just config install package and configure, and also setup dot app setting dot json file parts 10 second we can able to call to. So if build the project, so fully we don't have any issues errors. Yes, build is success. So now if I run this project, previously we can able to call multiple time with there was no restriction, but if I now going to call run the project, then we have a restriction. So I'm running this project again just for testing what we have implement for checking. So we have a like Swagger documentation. If we go to the get all branch list and try now and execute, then we can able to get. If I try again for second term, and if I try third times, yes. So API calls could exceed at maximum admitting 2 per 10 second. So I'm just waiting a few seconds now, then I will call again for testing the validation. So it is working with 10 second per two call. Okay, so if we going to call again, I hopefully 10 second is over. I'm considering yes, so we can able to get all brands again, and second time also. If we call third time, then we are not able to get the branch list. So summary is it's pretty a good libraries. Using these libraries, you can restrict your API call and with good configuration. So you can configure like times and limit here, and in the program.cs file, you have to configure and add the middleware. So we have used a .NET 7.0 SDK for this project. I already deploy commit the entire source code in the GitHub. So I will share the GitHub link so that you can get the entire source code. Just you need to make sure .NET 7 SDK in your local, and using Visual Studio or VS Code, you can easily run the project and check the uh, apps, check the rate limiting ASP.NET Core, how to use rate limiting and how to restrict your web API call and secure the web API. So before closing this project, so I'm going to summarize. So you have to install, summarize again. You have to install NuGet packages. Just I have used 5.0. Configure libraries into program.cs file and apply the middleware app.use IP rate limiting in the program.cs file and before the use cross. And finally, you have to make sure the values in the app setting.json. So this is pretty simple, and using these libraries, you can easily make sure the unlimited API call and restrict the limited API call from the user. So this is very good from the project perspective. So hopefully you will like this project, and I already explained the minimum project structure in another video. I already explained this full project. So in this project, I just run the project and just explaining how we are going to implement rate limiting for web API project. So if we run again the project, then definitely we can able to check the Swagger documentation as a default. And if we try like get by IT, then definitely like try again. Let's say one execute, then definitely we get the first one and second time, and for third time is API call uh, exceeded maximum attempt per 2 second. So if we just wait for a few moments like 10 seconds, then definitely we can able to call get this information using the web API call. Let me try now. Hopefully 10 second is over. Yes. Okay, so I'm just end of the video. So closing this the video. So hopefully you like this video. If you are interested, then definitely you can get the source code and get the source code from GitHub and practice according to your Visual Studio and install the .NET SDK. Don't forget to install .NET SDK 7.0. Thank you again. See you in the next video.